Hey everyone, welcome back. Today on the bench we have a Sega Master System. I got this off of eBay, not working of course, and this is everything that it came with. The description is that it doesn't power on, so let's check this thing out and see what's wrong with it, why it's not powering on, if it's not powering on, all that fun stuff. So let me just clear all this stuff out of the way and let's get to it. Okay, so we got this thing all set up. We've got a game in it, the RF in it, power in it. We just one of the games that came with it, Hang On, and Safari Hunt. Got that plugged in, so let's try this little new feature. We got this little picture-in-picture going on here, right there. And it's a little laggy, but we're checking it out. Let me know what you think. Hopefully it'll just improve as I get better technology for this. But anyway, let's turn on the TV. Just lower that volume a little bit. Channel select. It's on channel 3. Alright, let's turn on. And we got nothing. No light here. Nothing on the screen. Let's see. Yeah, it's on channel 3. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so let's see why this thing's not turning on. Well, let's first off, let's check the power adapter. And we got nothing. Could it be that simple? Could the power adapter be bad? Let's see if we have another one. So let's see, what do we need? We need a 9 volt, 1 amp DC output with the most important part is right here. Center pin is negative. Most standard DC power supplies, stuff like that, are center positive. So we want to make sure we find the right one. I think another Sega one should work. Let me see if I have one. Okay, got another Sega adapter, which is center pin negative, which is good. 10 volts, 1.2 amps, should be good enough. Let's plug that in. Let's make sure this works. Well, since it's center pin negative, let's put the black probe in. And that seems to be working. Let's see if we get another connection. Yeah. Alright, so this power adapter appears to be working, so let's plug this in. I'm pretty sure this light's supposed to turn on when you power it on, so. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so let's take this thing apart and see what's wrong with it. It's probably, if I had to guess, probably the 7805 voltage regulator. That's a common failure point in, I believe, these systems and most systems of this era. These retro consoles use them and they failed a lot. So let's see, there are 6 screws on the bottom. So let's remove those screws and go from there. Okay, got all the screws out. They're all same size it looks like, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And looks like the top should just come off with a little bit of force. Or not. There we go. Okay, put that aside. And we got some screws holding this RF shielding in, so let's just take those out. Okay, so we have all the screws out. Just keep in mind when you're taking these out, the top screw, this guy right here, is a little bit smaller than the other ones. So when you're putting them back, that's the only one you need to worry about. Okay, so let's just take a quick inspection of the board, see if we see anything out of the ordinary. Well, actually, it looks pretty clean. There's a couple of dirty spots and stuff like that we could probably just use a brush and some alcohol and clean up, but the voltage regulator. Oh. Voltage regulator, I'm not sure how you'll be able to see that, but it's under there. This is the screw for it, mounting it. This is the screw mounting it to the heat shield. Yeah. Alright. So let's take this board out. We'll take the board out and then we can do some measurements and see what's going on. So I got 2 screws for this card slot here. And then 2 screws holding the cartridge connector in. Screws everywhere. Oh, looks like there's 1 screw here. And I actually don't know if there's 2 screws here for the switch. I don't know if those are just to reinforce the switch or if they actually hold them to the board. I'm going to say they hold them to the board. Okay. Alright, so I think we got all the screws out. Yes, we do. Alright. Okay, bottom RF shielded. Go away. Okay. So let's flip this thing over and we'll just start with our testing. Alright. So we got the power jack, voltage regulator, and the switch. So we'll start with the basics. Let's see if the switch works. So right now, alright, so these 2 are part of the switch, and they should be open right now. When we put the switch, press the switch in, they should close, and then there should be a continuity. We should hear a beep, so switch is turned on. Okay. Switch off. Switch on. Okay. So the switch is working, so we know that's most likely good. So now let's look at our voltages. Alright, so. Okay, so let's see if we are getting voltage. So black probe on ground, which means we'll probably get a negative value because its center pin is negative. Okay, so that's weird. So this is not the greatest of solder connections, because if you see, nothing over here, but over here we do get the 13 volts. These look to be connected by this track, see? We get 13 volts here. Okay, we get nothing there like we should. Alright, so this could probably use some fresh solder, because it's not making a good connection. But ultimately I think that's fine. So now I think, alright, so this looks like that might be the input. And we got nothing. But we're probably gonna have to turn the switch on before their voltage even gets to the voltage regulator. So let's see if we have voltage at the switch. We do. So the voltage is making it to the switch. So let's switch it on. There we go. So we've got voltage still at the switch, 13 volts. Now there should be voltage here. There is. This is going to go all the way to whatever, I don't know what component those are on the other side, I didn't see. But then this is the input of the 7805. Okay, so that has 13 volts. The output is 0, where it should be 5 volts. So this is most likely our problem. So let's get ready to remove this and replace it. Alright, so we got the board flipped over, we got to take out a couple screws. The first one's going to be this screw right here. That's on the inside here, that's holding the voltage regulator in. So let's see if you can see. See it there, right down there? Let's see if I can get my screwdriver in there. And then I should be able to just screw that out there. Okay. So now with that out, we should be able to get the shield off, which is just these 2 screws under there. Okay, we'll keep those aside. The screws are different. Are they? Yeah, they're different type of screws, so let's see if you can get the one that holds the voltage regulator in. So these are the ones that hold the shield in. Got larger threads on them. I think they're a little bit longer too. And then the one for the voltage regulator is a little finer thread. So just keep that in mind. Oh, there you go. Comes right out. Alright, so now let's take this thing out. Turn on the old desoldering gun. Oh, my chair is so noisy. Alright, so let's let this heat up for a minute. You just want to kind of put it on each pin. Let it sit there for a couple seconds. Move it around, and then suck up the solder. Okay. Didn't break everything free. Alright, let's loosen up. Let's turn this off and put it away. Okay. Alright, so it's loose. It's still not coming out. I could probably use my soldering iron now to get the rest of it out. I'm just running my soldering iron off of this off the pads here just to kind of heat it up. Probably not the smartest thing to do because these pads are generally pretty delicate and I could rip them. Alright, so we got it out. And let's clean up this area. Yeah, see, it's probably a little bit more beat up than it needs to be because of my laziness. Okay. Let's flip the board over. Okay, that looks good. Just got freaking thermal paste everywhere. Alright, let's clean up this side. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little. IPA here. Okay. Alright, so alright, so 7805. Alright, so now how are we going to replace this? Yeah, that's that ground pin is just not going. There's no more solder or anything in it. It's just a really snug fit. There we go. Okay, that was absolutely much harder than it needed to be. Hopefully I didn't break anything. But let's see if we can get the screw back in. The rest of the heat shield on so it can go in place. Okay. Tighten this up. Okay. Alright. Alright. So let's apply a little bit of flux. and solder these connectors in. I'm just going to let the iron sit on each pin for a couple seconds. Let that solder kind of flow through. Just like you let the hate flow through you, you have to let the solder flow through the holes there. Alright, let's clean it up. Test for any bridges. And test it out. Let's try this again. It's pretty clean. Alright, let's get our trusty multimeter out. Put it in continuity mode. And like always, once you put it in continuity mode, you have to test for whatever reason. It's just kind of a habit. Alright, so the center pin should go to ground. It does. Okay. Okay, so this that could be a problem. This needs to go to here. Oh, so this should just go right to like here and here. That's good. This needs to go to here, here. That's good. This is ground. Looks like it's kind of connected. Let's get a closer look at this. No, okay, they're not. Unless it's on the inside, which yeah, we're just not going to see. Let me cut these legs. Make sure those. Make sure no metal pieces were stuck there. Let's just try this again. Okay. Alright, no, so this is good. Oh, we do. Let's add some more solder. We'll reflow some of the solder on this. Alright. So that should make a better connection too. Alright. So let me clean up my mess here and let's test this thing out. Alright, so this seemed a bit more tricky than it needed to be, but pretty sure, like always, it was just me. looks like that's in there. And honestly, to test it, I think that's as far as we have to go. So let's get our trusty picture-in-picture. Hey, turn on our TV. I guess we could have checked the voltages and everything, but this will do that if it doesn't work. I'm hoping it works. Plug in the power. Oh, power's on. I think these don't they come with games like built into them. Nice. Okay. I've never actually turn off power on this and strip. Okay. So I've never actually seen one of these before. This is really cool. Alright, so what about the gun? And maybe. And now you don't want to work. Oh, I don't think that wasn't leading all the way. Okay. So let's see. White lightsaber, gunnet screen, and pull trigger. Okay. Pull trigger stuck. Okay. Can't hit the rabbit. I'm out of bullets. No. Wow. Barely qualified. 300 points qualified. Okay, so we know this works. So we know it's just a problem with the oh boy, wrong button. We know it's just a oh, there's a bear. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. So gun works. So now we know it's just a problem with that controller, which I will probably hopefully revisit in another video because this has gone on for way too long. This one part has just been 30 minutes. I don't even know how much everything else has been. So once I figure out a way to edit this so it's viewable, I'll throw it up, and thanks for watching. But basically we had a Sega Master System here with a bad voltage regulator and a bad power adapter. But yeah, thanks for watching.